Hi, Kimberly Olson here, and it is actually Election Day today, November 6, 2012. And I had some interesting thoughts as I voted today, and whether or not the election turned out the way that you had hoped it would, there's some important things to remember. First of all, it's up to us to decide what our future is. It's up to us individually. It's a personal, individual decision whether or not we go to the government for handouts or whether we choose to create our own economy and our own future. That's really up to us to decide. So, beyond that, though, before the results even came in today, I really got thinking back about my years of voting and how things were very different from when I first started voting to voting now. And maybe you can relate to some of these things, but when I was younger, when I first started voting, still living at home or around home or whatnot, I grew up in a small community, a small town, and really voting was a lot easier back then because when I voted, we pretty much knew everybody on the ballot. So you knew what they stood for, you knew what their agendas were, you knew how they interacted and how they acted with their own family as well as with people in the community, because you saw them on a pretty much at least weekly basis, through church or schools or different events in the community. So it really was a lot easier to cast your vote. You knew what those people stood for, what their values are. Well, over the years I've lived in bigger cities and bigger places, and it really makes voting a lot more difficult. Even choices about schools and things like that. There's a lot more schools in this area. You don't know how well is each individual school doing at balancing their own budget. How well, are the candidates at interacting with other members of the community? What kind of agendas do they really want to carry out? Of course, I received phone calls. I received flyers on my door and handed out to me at various places. See all the signs all over the side of the road that say, this is what I stand for. But really, what are they like? That's my personal question. Really, I look at the names on the ballot, and most of them, I've never met those people. I have no idea what they're like. I have no idea what they stand for, really. I know what they put on their pamphlets. I know what they put on their brochures. But what do they really stand for? When it comes down to how they feel about their own family, how they feel about their children and the schools their children will go to, what school do their children go to? Those kind of things are all important. They all base how that person is going to vote, how that person is going to carry out the jobs that they're applying for. I go with sometimes I think gut feeling more than anything nowadays, and it's really sad in some ways that we don't have the opportunity to really get to know who the candidates are. And I wish that they would do maybe a little better platform as far as getting to know and getting their message out. We see, I don't watch television for one thing. For instance, CNN. To me, CNN stands for constantly negative news. I try to avoid the news at whatsoever cost because, I choose to create my own economy. I don't want to listen to all the negativity of what's going on in the world. Obviously, I heard about Hurricane Sandy, but I didn't need to see all the damaging destruction and devastation to know that there was heartbreak and heartache over that. And I saw that on Facebook from personal friends, people that I could maybe hopefully help out in some way or another, even through moral support and through my philanthropic efforts. But, I don't need to hear about what the jobless rates are. I don't need to hear about somebody killing somebody. I don't need to hear about bombs going off and wars and devastation and people going hungry. That's going to happen, and that's happening. What I can do is do my part in spreading a message of wealth and creating wealth, not only for myself and my family, but anyone else that I come in contact with. And that's what I choose to do. So no matter what the results of the election, like I say, I do wish there was a better platform where we could really get to know the candidates and really, and I'm not exactly sure how they would go about that. But, the people I voted for, I hope that the right person got in for the office that needed to be in for the people that I voted for. Whether that was my choice or a better choice. Because honestly, for a lot of the positions, I don't know who the best choice would be. But I do know this. We create our future. We choose whether to be a part of a down economy or to create a better economy for ourselves and those around us. So if you want to choose to create a better economy for yourself and you're looking for ways to, retool, re-get yourself out there, relearn or learn new things that would help you to create a better economy for yourself and your family, get in touch with me. Send me a private message on Facebook. Click the link along with this video. Find out how I found to be able to create a better economy for my family and see if that's a fit for you. Because I think it's a fit for just about every American, no matter what station you are in life. Because you have a message to get out, and we have the platform for you to do that. So make it a great day. Good luck, America, in our future. And let's empower each other to create our own economy and not be dependent on a government for our future. Have a great day.